Hello, this is Brian Ladd of Brian'sDreams.com. Today is April 4th, 2012, approximately 5:10 p.m. I'm making this short video to explain in brief what had happened to me during the past year and a half, and why I was gone. A lot of this stuff that I took notes of things I wanted to say is kind of personal. I'm not really sure how much I really want to get into it. But to sum it up for you, basically, I had some type of mental breakdown. It was severe enough where I lost my home, I lost my car, and I almost lost my family. It wasn't for my parents taking me in. I think I'm a lot better now. I did spend some time in a mental hospital. I did talk about that in my blog a little bit. But basically, what I think has happened is that some of the work I do is on dreams, and I'm not psychic, and I don't hear voices or feel and see things during the daytime. It all happens at night, and during lucid dreaming, which I'm actually really good at now. And I had brought this up on an episode I did with Dale St. John, is that if I ever started to be psychic and started to hear and feel and see things when I'm awake, I'd probably go nuts. And I was 100% correct on that one. I did go absolutely nuts. And when I say I lost everything, I mean everything. We lost everything basically. I spent time in a mental hospital. My family moved my parents out in Washington State. We spent 1 year living, all six of us, in a single room. And we appreciate that because we had no other place to go. There's absolutely no income or nothing. During that time, I saw a psychiatrist. I am taking a few drugs. None now are any antipsychotics. But not exactly sure if the drugs really work. What to me helped me a lot is going into the reason why I got like that. And then some of the dreams that I had, and some of the things I'm not going to be doing anymore, especially with missing person cases. I got really into them, and I think this is what really caused me to have this breakdown. I mean, I was seeing, I was hearing, and I was feeling things in the daytime, and it scared me to death. And now, I know a lot of psychics have that all the time, but there's no way I could handle that. This nuts. They called me schizophrenic. I mean, I don't think I'm schizophrenic. But maybe if that's the definition of schizophrenic, hearing and seeing things. Well, then maybe so. But if I was schizophrenic, I would have got this in my 20s. Whatever. I served a long time in the army and everything else, and I'm fine. So what I think had happened is I was getting too far into these dreams. I'm learning a lot of new things, and I approached it the wrong way, and I think I overdid it a little bit. And for right now, that's not going to be happening too much. If you notice with missing person cases, a lot of the murders and stuff like that, that was really, honestly, was a heavy toll I had to take. So like I said, I went to a mental hospital. My family went to Washington State. We stayed in a room. I have 4 kids, my wife, 6 of us. Stayed in one room for a year. During that time, I got a job working at Goodwill. It's a minimum wage job, but it was a job full time, and I loved it. I took in donations. I got to see a lot of interesting stuff that people bring in for donations. A lot of good stuff, and a lot of stuff that it's actually kind of comical looking at some of the stuff that they want to try to give you. I mean, they should have a reality TV show on just what they try to bring in Goodwill. But enough on that. Working out there with the public helped me out a lot. I didn't isolate myself like I did for so long. Just thinking about dreams and stuff. As you may or may not know, I'm really fascinated with dreams. I really got obsessed with death. And not in a suicidal way. I'm obsessed with death. I'm obsessed with knowing exactly what happens when you die. And I think I'm getting pretty close. And like I said, I backed off of that stuff for a while, but I'm getting pretty close. But if I get into this stuff again, I'm going to go, I guess you'd say, crazy again. And I don't want that to happen because I love my family very much. I love my kids very much. And I don't want, anything like that to happen. So they have to come first. But I'm still so fascinated with death and, dreams. Honestly, I think that dreams teach us a lot. And I think that dreams could possibly be a connection to another universe that we exist in. I said I write a lot about this stuff in the stuff on my website, brianstreams.com. A lot of stuff I can't put into words yet, but I'm trying to. But I am okay. As far as mentally goes, I'm okay. Just recently, we moved to Florida. Right now, we're staying with my wife's sister in Florida. And once again, we're staying in one room. There's 6 of us again, and there's also 2 other kids. So total of 6 kids and 3 adults at this time. And actually, if you hear it in the background, I'm real sorry about that. I tried to ask them to be quiet, but with 6 kids, it's kind of hard to do. But I love these kids. They're great kids, wonderful kids, and we're having a great time. A little crowded, but I'm used to that now. I'm not working right now, but I plan on getting another job. And I'm also planning on getting my website up and going so I can hopefully do this stuff full time as far as dream research and doing stuff like that full time. So I mentioned that I brought up before on a past radio show that I ever started hearing and seeing stuff and feeling stuff and smelling stuff, which is that you can actually smell stuff, which was really weird. I would probably go nuts, and sure enough, I did. I actually have drawings from the mental hospital. They're on my dreams for this month or last month, which has been March. They're posted. Some of them are in crayon because that's all I was allowed to have. One time I woke up from a seizure where I was actually in another universe. I mean, everything was vibrating like I don't know how to say. It was shaking, vibrating, and I'd stop it at any point and then be in that universe. And then to go to another universe, everything vibrated again, and then I went in another universe. And they were all kind of very similar, but there were slight, minute changes, and I could control that. And it was really, really fascinating. I mean, I was laying comatose on the floor, looking straight up at the ceiling. I could also see and hear everything around me, but I was so fascinated by what was going on. That's all I was thinking about. I thought I was dead because the police and EMT showed up. They put me on one of those, whatever. I thought I was going to the morgue, and I was kind of scared about that point. I thought they were just taking me to the morgue. I was waiting to hear like a body bag zip up or something like that. And I started hearing doctors and somebody talking and saying something, and I'm not sure exactly what was saying, but I was completely locked. My head was locked. I mean, I couldn't move at all, but I could hear. It was kind of an awful feeling. I mean, you don't want to be truthful, but it was pretty bad, but it was also, to me, it was really interesting. So anyways, I thought I was dying, which I really wasn't dying, and I was happy that I actually came out of it in the ER. Actually here before, so that wasn't too recently, but I'm telling you one thing that if you're, as far as dream research goes, it's the point that I'm getting to, be careful. And you need to be really, really careful because I'm really, really curious. I'm not going to die to find out what happens when you die, but honestly, I think I'm really close on something that's absolutely amazing. And some other things that I think are really, really amazing that will change a lot of people's lives. And they're not going to be just lottery numbers. Yeah, did you know I've had pretty good success with predicting lottery numbers? What I'm doing now is, I know this is kind of off the subject, but people wanted to know. I'm actually writing down the location of the lottery draw itself, putting that on the sheet, and the sheet goes under my pillow, which is right here. And then, of course, I sleep with a voice recorder. And here I also sleep with earplugs. Yes, there are a lot of us in this room at night. When you get up to use the bathroom or something at night, it's pretty dangerous because you don't want to step on a kid and do whatever. But that's another subject. But so